Hey guys, it's your girl Linnee from Inner Beauty Out, and today we're doing a makeup tutorial, and I wanted to film something featuring a new foundation that I've never tried before. So I basically wanted to see how the L'Oreal Infallible makeup that everybody's ranting and raving about would hold up against like MAC Match Master, which is my favorite, my all-time fave, and stuff like Makeup Forever Pro, the Matte Velvet foundation, because I love matte foundations. I'm a very oily person. It is the summertime with degrees going up to 93, and I just wanted to see if I can get something that was cheaper so that I don't run out of my more expensive stuff that I pay for. So the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte foundation is a 24-hour foundation. It's supposed to be demi-matte. It's a demi-matte finish. It's supposed to be air light, and it's oil free. All great things. They all say that on how great they are initially. It's smooth onto the skin in rolling motion for flawless foundation. And I got the shade Cocoa, which is number 112. So I first looked at this packaging and I'm like, this is not going to be my shade. It looks more red in the packaging, and I just thought, and this was the darkest shade, I was just like, it's always a hit or a miss. It's mostly a miss for me when it comes to like most of the drugstore foundations outside of like things like Black Radiance, and I've never tried Iman, so I really wouldn't know. But I am not opposed to drugstore foundation. And as far as most of the popular drugstore foundations, it's always a miss because it's either too orange, too yellow, too red, and there's no in between. I would have to like blend colors together to get the right shade. I must say that this is totally like a hit, a repurchase. I would totally purchase more in that shade. I'm in love. Like, I tried it on Snapchat. I tested it out. I was sitting in a car that was like about 93 degrees, and when I tell you that this foundation was just it for me, like, granted it was super hot, and any foundation would definitely like deplete itself, and it was holding up like it would normally hold up for my Match Master by MAC, and I'm just like, to me the texture when I put it on reminds me a little bit of the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet foundation. The packaging is completely different, but it reminds me a little bit more so of that than I would say the Match Master by MAC. However, the color I would say is the same. Right. This is the 7.5 in Match Master foundation. Yeah. And then this is the same color, believe it or not, even though this is looking like this, in Cocoa. So it's about the same shade range, and I just love it. I was able to contour and do what I gotta do and keep it moving. I'm also featuring another product in this tutorial, which is my Anastasia contour kit, and yeah, I look a little crazy. My camera did some funky stuff too by dying on me, but we got through it. So I tried this out for the first time, and definitely a hit for me too. So if you want to see a more in-depth highlighting and contouring video, we'll definitely do that. I definitely just realized I forgot to do one major thing. I forgot to apply my Becca highlighter. Like, who does that? Oh, I'm in love with this. This is Opal, and I'm gonna just do it right now. Let's get this highlight popping. Highlighter. Okay, so without further ado, I definitely want to bring you back to the video, which is the whole point you came to watch this anyway. And I will tell you, like I mentioned before, the foundation definitely does hold up I would repurchase this again, like hands down. Hands down, it did not separate. I would repurchase this again. Again, I do the same thing that I normally do across all my foundations, which is moisturize, apply you know, a setting spray, definitely apply a matte primer to my face, and then apply my foundation. And I do the highlight and contouring and all that jazz that I normally do with my high-end makeup. So for the most part, it's still the same, but I just beat my face with a drugstore foundation, guys. I just did. Just keep watching if you want to see how I got this beat face. Inner Beauty out. See you in a bit. So to start the process, I go in with my Embryolisse moisturizer as well as my Rimmel London primer. I then also spray my face down with the Fix Plus, and that's the one in lavender, to prepare the face for all the things that I'm about to put on it. I also go in with my Anastasia cream contour kit in medium. I'm actually using the orange shade and I think it's the shade lighter to kind of cover up my dark spots, because I just wanted to see how it would really hold up. So it's going to get crazy, but I just wanted to make sure that I can't see any dark spots in between or peeking through my foundation. Then I mix the first lightest shade, which is like a yellow tone, and the orange shade to somewhat highlight underneath my eyes. So I don't have really dark circles, but I thought that let's try this out and see if we can like reverse contour or reverse highlight, so to speak, first, and see if I can just brighten up the under eye, you know, the nose and stuff like that, bring out my natural features. So again, this is a more exaggerated look. Again, this is a medium shade, and so this is why it's so extra white, but it will not stay that way, and I will not look caked up. I promise. The consistency on this is very amazing. It's not creamy, it's not oily. It's like the best way to kind of blend it out. It's kind of like a dry feeling. So I spray my beauty blender with Fix Plus and pretty much blend it all out. Make sure the beauty blender is damp, and I just go over everything. I didn't include the contour area because I'll show that in the next clip, but here's the actual foundation. It looks exactly like my Match Master in 7.5, and I'm just doing literally one layer of foundation, and look at the coverage. Like, beautiful. For a drugstore foundation, like, this is so beautiful. So I'm working pretty quickly with this because it's like I said, it reminds me of the Matte Velvet by Makeup Forever, and it's not like an oily based foundation, it's an oil free foundation, and so it just, I don't know, it works really well. It's not oily, it's not creamy, it's just like it dries as soon as you put it on, so to speak. So I feel like you have to work a little bit quicker than normal. So I'm making sure to get in the crevices of my eyes, clean up anywhere, you know, I made mistakes in terms of my eye makeup, and just making sure that everything looks blended and even. Take your time and just, you know, do it in patting motions, as I've mentioned before, because you don't want blotchy areas or missing spots that aren't blended. See, I'm loving it. Then I go in with my LA Pro Girl Pro Concealer, and that's the shade Fawn, and that's going to be my highlight in this particular video. I want to go in with MAC Pro Concealer. Just wanted to kind of go in with like the drugstore stuff, and just really blend it out. Again, small patting motions. If you want to see a, you know, a specific in-depth highlight and contour video, definitely like this video and comment below, and I will show you the easiest way to, and the reasons why I go in the way that I go in as far as my highlighting goes, and I'll make it pretty easy for you to understand. So I just pretty much I'm bringing out the features by highlighting the nose area, the chin, the my cupid's bow, and underneath my cheekbones, so that my contour kind of sticks out a little bit more. And then you go back in with your beauty blender. Make sure it's still kind of damp, and blend away. Once I've blended in all the areas that I've concealed and I wanted to bring forward, you want to set your highlight. And what I use is the Ben-Nye Luxury Banana Powder, and I'll use my same beauty blender, and in tapping motions I'll actually just highlight where I've actually highlighted with the concealer. And because we don't want this to crease, we want this to last all day, and we want to brighten underneath the eyes. Again, the purpose is to bring out the highlighted areas in your face. And so that is what I'm doing. It's basically going over every area that I've kind of pretty much highlighted with concealer. Now to contour. I use the Anastasia darkest shade here of the cream contour and go in the hollows of my cheek, pretty much my cheekbones, underneath the cheekbones, my nose. Want to slim that down and make it a little bit nicer. And then, you know, parts of my forehead, underneath my chin. We just want to slim down the face and actually give it some kind of structure, so to speak. My Morphe M178 brush, and I pretty much blend out all the areas in which I've contoured in with the cream contour. There's nothing on the brush already. I'm just pretty much blending it out before I actually set it. Again, this is a cream product, so you want to make sure that you blend it out so it doesn't appear harsh. I then take my Studio MAC Fix in NW50 and I just pretty much set the areas that I've contoured with the powder there. So again, under the cheekbones, around the areas where I've pretty much contoured. It's really important to blend out the areas. You don't want to make it harsh. You want to blend it out so that there's a seamless transition throughout the face from light to dark and so forth. So take your time and blend, blend, blend. Again, if you want to see a little bit more in-depth video in terms of how to apply your contour, where to apply it, how to really blend it out, I'll be more than happy to make a video about that. Just comment below and definitely give this a thumbs up. Next, I take my Morphe M438 brush, and this is what I'm going to use to pretty much blend out the highlighted areas. I'm trying to wipe away or brush away any excess banana powder so that there aren't any harsh areas of highlight. I then use the same brush with my Makeup Forever High Definition Micro Finish Pressed Powder, and that is to make sure that my eyes do not crease as well. It's a sheer translucent powder, not transition powder, and it just makes sure that my products stay in place. Then I go in with my Max Fix powder again in NW45, and this is where I'm going to set all of my face. I am using the Sigma F25 tapered face brush, and I'm just pretty much setting everywhere, bringing color back into my face so that my face does not look highlighted in one area, dark in another area. It just is a more seamless transitioned color going on in my face here. Then I go with my Sleek Blush by 3 in Pink Sprint, and I'm actually using, I believe it's called Pink Teeny, right on the end there to bring some color to my cheeks, which also helps with the transition from the highlighted area into my contour. I actually forget what actual brush I'm using, but it is a Sigma brush. I think it's like a little blush brush. I'm not quite certain. I forgot what it is, but I'll include it in the description. Then use my customized MAC sculpting powders in Warm Light and Soft Focus to highlight underneath my eyes and make it appear a little bit brighter. Still using my Morphe M438 brush to do that. It's the best highlighting brush, honestly. On to the best part, which are the lips. I have lined my lips already with MAC's Lip Pencil in Currant, and I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the color Vamp. I'm taking my time because this is a liquid lipstick that dries matte, and so we're working quickly and very precisely on the edges of the lip. I then take MAC's Lip Mix in the color Nude. It's a mid-tone nude, and I just pretty much create an ombre effect look by putting it just in the center part of my lips. I know it looks really crazy at first, but when it's blended out and it dries beautifully matte and will last a long time. To clean up the edges of my lip, I actually use NC50 in the Studio Finish concealer and just take a concealer brush, I would call it, a flat end concealer brush, and just go around the edges of my lips to make sure that the lip color does not bleed through and it is precise. To complete the look and make sure that all that hard work lasts a long time, I use my Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray, and I love this. This is a holy grail product. I use it before and after, especially after, to set the makeup, and also gets rid of all of the, I guess, powdery look. So this is the finished look, and this is the ombre lips. I hope you enjoyed. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys really enjoyed my video. I hadn't put out a video in a long time, and I'm working on doing better at that. I need to be better at that because I know you guys want to see more videos from me and things of that nature. So definitely give me a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and that will let me know that I can keep pushing these videos through. That's really what keeps my channel going, is knowing that you guys actually like the content that you're seeing. And so until next time, see you soon.